engine screaming raw. Northwest Truck Series is kicking down the door. ARCA rigs are flying, dusting up the pines. Sasquatch in the stands, sipping moonshine. Feel the tires burn, hear the crowd ignite. iRacing's finest, day or night. From the Rockies to the coastal line, LSRTV's where the legends shine. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race covers got rebellious souls. So crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Yeah, yeah, Northwest Racing reigns supreme. Three wide in the corner, engines revving high. A southern tradition beat the northwest sky. Checking flags waving, hearts beat like a drum. Sasquatch roars for every single roar. Feel the tires burn, hear the crowd ignite. iRacing's finest, day or night. From the Rockies to the coastal line, LSRTV's where the legends shine. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race drivers got rebellious souls. Crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Yeah, yeah, Northwest Racing reigns supreme. Guitars are slinging, tracks taking a groove. Northwest boys got nothing to prove. Grabbing gears and rubbing doors. Northwest racers always bringing more. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race covers got rebellious souls. Crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Yeah, yeah, Northwest Racing reigns supreme. Watch Northwest Racing with Charles, Wesley, and Jeremy on LSRTV. And maybe Bigfoot too.
Race On is more than a broadcast company. It's a marketing company and it's a family. We are diehard race fans. We just have cameras in our hands and we know how to bring this to a different kind of audience on the World Wide Web. We are setting the pace for the industry.
Well, I had a little rough weekend. I was gonna say you might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm gonna need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
This is gonna be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
Cody's birthday bash continues. This freaking guy gets not one race in his honor, but two. No, seriously, he deserves it. Couldn't do it without this guy, Charles Wooten, a.k.a. Cody's birthday bash. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to coverage of the best premier iRacing Northwest Series. It is the Northwest Racing Series. Trucks on Monday, ARCA now tonight, and we are back at the virtual Texas Motor Speedway. Welcome to coverage on the of course, LSRTV, your home for sim racing. We're also live on the Community Radio Network. I'm Wesley Outland. Jeremy Stanley will be here directly. He had another broadcast obligation to tend to. It was a big finale, most laps of the year, post-race, bragging rights, championships. We get it. So he'll be here soon. Charles Wooten's here, though, but you're not going to hear from him unless you listen on wearecrn.com because it's absolutely hilarious. But, you know, anyhow, we're qualifying. We welcome you. Let's take a look at the race information for tonight here for Texas. Travis Barnes, the most recent winner. There, of course, is our weather conditions. There, I'm kind of used to these weather conditions through the NASCAR stuff. So, I mean, you kind of copy people. So, yeah, you go. It's 82 degrees, track temp and sim temp. Winds northeast at 7 miles an hour. Conditions are clear, humidity at 30%. And it's a nice night for racing, honestly. It's a night race. And, of course, there is your race analysis as qualifying is going on right now. Qualifying has just concluded. Kevin Smith, the Walla Walla Washington driver, has just put himself at the top of the board. 29,297 for the pole. Brett Johnson, 29,305 for the outside. And, of course, these drivers, we'll give you the race information here in a minute. But what a field, man. 32 trucks in the house ready to go here tonight at virtual Texas Motor Speedway. Should be a good one. Race analysis. Let's take a look at that real quickly. I think we just did. It said qualifying, so never mind. Wesley's stupid. So the question is this. Help me, Jeremy. The question is this. Can anybody stop Travis Barnes? The momentum is right now been on his side, no doubt. Obviously, we have seen this going on in not only trucks on Monday night, but now in the ARCA series. And we are currently watching these drivers now working their way. So ARCA in season number 2. This is, again, the spring division. Remember, this is really cool. This series is going to go all the way till about mid-July. And then they're going to take off so drivers can actually, that are real race car drivers, have the time off to work on their real race cars and be ready to compete for the real racetrack or touring championships. And then around September, the real official Northwest Racing Series will return, the official national championship stage for the Northwest iRacing Truck Series on Monday, ARCA on Thursday. We're looking forward to giving it to you. Qualifying has concluded. They are right now having the drivers meeting. Kevin Smith, Brett Johnson, Sean Brightsman, Dennis Moore, Ryan Bloom right now your top 5. 2 Chevrolets, 2 Fords, and a Toyota in the middle. Sean Brightsman found victory lane on Monday night at Texas. Of course, Charles, can I bring you in? That's got to be pretty special to have one of your team LSRTV entries. Sean Brightsman, the all-time winner of the series, come back to victory lane. Been a while, and winning on your birthday bash for the trucks. Can it happen again? What does he get if he sweeps it? You give him like a piece of birthday cake, a bigger piece, all the icing. What you let him light off a firecracker or something. Oh, Hey, by the way, thank you for those that are joining us on the radio after we had our coverage of obviously baseball doubleheader tonight with Cleveland and Clayton, or Clayton and Cleveland for that matter. And then, of course, we have you covered now for iRacing with the Northwest Series. Want to let everybody know, if you are listening, you are a baseball fan, that something monumental happened tonight. For the first time ever in our conference, there was a quad 4 co-champions. It's crazy. But there is 4 teams with the same records in conference at the end of the year, 9-3, and because of that, you heard the game that we called earlier tonight with Rick Walker and myself. There is now a quad 4 co-champions, and the playoffs will be very interesting to determine how they will set seeding. I will let you know if you are a fan of baseball or listen to the game, and now you're tuned into the iRacing broadcast, driving down the road, listening on the radio. It is determined that the team that has the least amount of runs allowed is the team that should get the higher seeding for the playoffs. And it does look like it could be Cleveland, who we beat tonight to split their series. So, enough about baseball. We're getting ready for racing. And, of course, as we mentioned, these drivers back to the action after a week off. Remember, they took off last week. Last time we were in action was 2 weeks ago. The dirt track, of course, at Knoxville. Travis Barnes went on to pick up the win. He's the man that's right now got the momentum for the spring series. And it seems like it's now working on both the trucks and ARCA for this man. What a year he's having for sure, and continuing to do just that. Charles, I guess there's really nothing else going on right now, man. I guess we'll wait for the clock to run down. They're still doing the drivers' meeting. We're just getting started. We're going to take a break. We're going to thank some more partners. We are back with more. Getting ready for No Limits Texas. NASCAR is really at Texas this weekend as well. Check it out on FS1, and of course, my buddies at the Performance Racing Network at PRN. We're back in a moment. We are getting ready for trucks on Monday at Texas. Sean Breitzman won that. Now ARCA cars on Texas. It should be a good one at No Limits Texas. We'll be back in just a moment.
One of these races pays $750 to $1,000 a win weekly. This race pays $1,000 just to start the event. There's just so much at stake on top of this race paying $30,000 a win. But I think so many guys are just trying to make the show.
$30,000 is on the line here at the legendary Boot Hill Speedway. We're going to go 50 laps in distance.
The most I've ever raced for is $1,000. This is $29,000 more than that.
You want country stop racing. This is as good as it gets.
You have to go the extra mile on these big races to be able to win them.
The rush, the adrenaline, the people, the charisma.
Dalton Buckner's going to get the advantage, but here comes Whitehead around the outside.
It's the biggest factory stock race of the year.
It's the best that it could possibly be for grassroots racing.
Factory stock spring nationals and $30,000 richer.
Trying to find speed? The team at Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service show exactly that. Don't believe us? Check out the race winner stickers on the Fast Guys cars. We groove, sight, match, size, and mount your dirt racing tires so you're race ready every time. Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service. Take a bite out of the track and competition.
Back here at Virtual Texas Motor Speedway, getting ready for the next round. Round number 5 of the new spring division, of course, with the Northwest Racing Series ARCA. And Jeremy Stanley is in the house. Jeremy, what's up, buddy? Are you ready to go here tonight? Actually, I think he just stepped away. I think he said he... No, okay. Welcome, buddy. I know we were trying to cover for you. I know you had another broadcast, but, man, always glad to have you here with us. And what's your take on what we're going to see in the Lone Star State tonight?
Yeah, first off, me and you just talking all day, right? You came off baseball, I come off other sim racing race, and now we're doing it live here at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where it's where we live at. But what's my take for tonight? It's Texas, so single file, maybe some 2 wide stuff, and turns 1 and turn 2. Texas is always a weird one to me, though. Can never really truly expect something to happen. very consistently here. So I would imagine tight conditions for the most part, maybe some issues on turn 1 and turn 2 being so flat.
Yeah.
But regardless of all that, it's going to be a fun one.
Let's go down to the spectrum of things and join now our pole award winner, the driver of the 00 for the Balsa Wind Racing, Mr. Kevin Smith. Kevin, what a solid lap, man. Is it going to stick? What's your take of this race, obviously qualifying and getting ready for this one, sir?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it was a decent lap. I think my teammate, both teammates probably had better laps than I did. Just on line there, got a little lucky. But, I mean, I'll try to stay up there. I know we've got some fast guys, especially on longer runs. So this car works itself free in a pretty good way. So it's just about keeping it under you and trying to hold track position. Track position is going to be huge. A lot of dirty air stuff going on here. 1 and 2 is super difficult. Gets really tight off that corner. Car gets tight, so track position is going to be key.
Jeremy, by the way, LSRTV capital letters 4. LSRTV 4 for time and scoring. So, Kevin, good luck, man. Obviously, it's great catching up with you as always, sir. Hopefully, we'll see you and talk to you in Victory Lane, man. Good job on the pole.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Talk soon.
And speaking of Kevin Smith, he's about to go to the whip and get to work. Yeah, Jeremy, LSRTV 4. So that is for everything you need, my friend. As there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be another century grind around Texas. 100 laps, 2 stages. Stage 1 will go to lap number 35, and then we go to the finish of the race here tonight. So, and I'm understanding we got a little technical issue for the grid graphic. Can we have some music? Can we at least have some music at least? Let's give you the starting lineup. At least get the music. Sorry, everybody. We're working on the graphic. So, Kevin Smith, Brett Johnson, and we just spoke to Kevin Fast qualifier, the 00, the 7 on row number 1. It's Sean Breitzman, winner in the trucks at Texas on Monday, and he'll be alongside Dennis Moore for win race under the 44. A couple of Fords make up row number 3 with Ryan Bloom and Paul Newton. William Fletcher and the Chevrolet of Devin West. The defending champion will start 8th. Bryce Dickman and Tyler King, your top 10, Jeremy. Good evening.
Good evening. Here we go. 11th on 20th. We got Sean Pomeroy and John Ottenbacher. Then we have Frank Harris and James Vining. Row 7. Row 8 will be fine. Brian McLeod. And I do believe that's Gary Nichols. And then you have Todd Miles and Kyle Matthews in 17th, 19th. And the 19th and 20th is going to be Jason Leake and Dylan Matthews.
Already your top 20. Jeff Stapp now on the road to 500 for the man out of Leeds, Montana. He'll start 21st. Ray Partridge on the outside. A couple of Fords on row number 11. Row 12, Chris Kynes, Dana Rogers, followed by Travis Barnes, Seth Cooper. Stephen Paulus at Ray 48. Devin Matthews, Dan West Jr. In the back, Brian Barnes, Troy Daggett. 32 cars, 16 rows, ready to roll here. As we mentioned, your race analysis, we'll throw it up on the screen again on the bottom right. There it is, our new graphics, 100 laps, 2 stages, stage 1 to lap 35. The final stage will be a 65-lap push. There is attempts at overtime if need be, as we get ready to bring down the pace truck. Setting the pace, Walla Walla, Washington driver, Balsa Wind Racing, the bow tie of Kevin Smith, the oval of Brett Johnson, green flag with a Toyota, Sean Breitzman in the mix. Heat 1 on Monday in the trucks. What will he do in ARCA? Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. It's on in Texas.
Here we go. Beautiful graphics and all this week. Good stuff from Charles. Excited to use it. Now I get to see it live for the first time because I was not here on Monday. But 3 wide down the back straightaway. Already second or third, fourth, and fifth place up for grabs early. Mr. Newton stays up top there. Second lane over the Breitzman 46. Breitzman momentarily has the nose advantage over the 27. But he gets that great launch off of turn 4. He all but clears till they get to the corner. Breitzman back at the advantage. Brett Johnson holding strong here, P2. Caution.
And we got a caution trouble on the racetrack, guys. We got a couple of cars. Crashing! My God, Devin West! Defending series champion, hard and with Jason Leake and other cars. Ray 48 Chris Kynes, a big one here on the back straightaway on lap number 2 here, Jeremy.
Yeah, there was 2 wrecks, something else. There was a car without a front clip early, and then that was a checkup to the caution that sent the other guys into the
secondary caution. Yep.
Let's see. Oh, Jeff Stabnow just clips the back of the 50. Jason Leake, he washes up the track, causes chaos. Oh, Chris Kynes smashes him in the rear end there. There were some more cars that passed by that had damage, and then they wrecked after that.
Jeremy, let's find Ray Fournier and Devin West, and here it is right now. Ryan Bloom, actually. Watch this. Ryan Bloom. Oh, my God. Wow.
Devin West gets loose, slaps the wall, comes back down. Ryan Bloom, absolutely nowhere to go. Heavy damage to the 25 where it wasn't even his fault.
That car is trashed, everybody. Watch it again on board. Here's from another angle.
TV angle, just bam. Just like that. Engine expired. Ryan Bloom's night is completely toast. You see one car in the back, too. I can't see who it was, like a teal and black car.
I think that was Ray Fournier that was way off the pace there. I think Ray Fournier's car was way off the pace, and that's what caused, Jeremy, everybody to check up from there, the 26 car. And, man, this is not the way you want to start things here in Texas.
100% not. The race I just got finished calling, they wrecked at the start-finish line like they did at Daytona here for the duels a few weeks ago on Sunday. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so, early wrecks happening all night long here. Pit road kind of busy with the amount of damage. And Wesley, the beautiful thing about this SDK program is Cody Charles has all of the replays ready for you at all the times. There's no longer, I can't find it. It's on your demand, Wes. Sorry, Charles.
What were you saying that's on demand, the broadcast?
You can call for your replays, and he can bring it back up in a moment's time.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Yeah,
the other night it was like, I'm sorry, buddy, we can't do this. I'm sorry. You're on your own. You can't see anything at all. So
all the options yours now.
I love it. Give me a replay. Let me see it now, production truck. Birthday boy. How about this, Jeremy? Cody's birthday bash. Two races in 1 week for the birthday boy, right? I mean, and I want to say hello to Emmett Crow. Thank you, Emmett, who lives a hop, skip, and a jump from the producer's house of Charles, the birthday boy. Thank you for filling in for Jeremy for the second time this year as well in the truck race. So, Jeremy, you said the power went out, the lights went out. I know there was a rocket launch. Did it cause a power surge in the the internet went out?
Just
power.
I get a couple times a year where my ISP will just kind of blurp for the night until about 1, 2, 3 in the morning. It's always random, but that's what happened. Just a little blurp for a few hours, and it was back after I had crashed the evening, I guess. So that was fun times, and I'm glad you're able to find some coverage because these races, calling it all by yourself, I only know a couple people that can do it and do it well. It's a very difficult task. I've tried it. I sound like crap at the end of the thing, but
done it.
I appreciate you guys finding someone to help you out and help those helping you all out. But yeah, we had the Falcon Heavy go up over here where the 2 boosters came back with the double sonic boom. And then we had a couple nights before the Atlas V rocket, massive thing that sent a huge satellite into orbit.
Jeremy, I got a little glimpse of it. I got a little glimpse of it in North Carolina on Tuesday, on Monday night. I was actually able to go outside and actually see a little bit of the circle and the fire in the air.
Yep. I'm sure you did.
Okay.
It had a very northern trajectory. It took off. I'm like, man, that's going to run the coastline all the way up through the country. So I'm sure you saw some of it.
It was really cool, really fun. All right, guys, we're getting ready for a restart here. Caution out, first time, multi-car accident. We'll try to get an update on some of these drivers, whether if some are out or if they're damaged and they're out of the race permanently. Remember, there is no fast repairs in this series. No fast repairs now. So.
That is absolutely correct. Pace car down, second time, green flag back in the air on lap number 6. Great launch by Kevin Smith, 00. Out to already 0.3 seconds over the 27. Paul Newton, Brett Johnson holds P3 on the outside, trying to keep Dennis Moore. But nope, not going to happen. Dennis Moore, great run to the bottom of turn 1 and 2. Single file goes to top 7.
what happens now as they work their way back for the restart. Down on the inside of the racetrack. Keep an eye now on Smith's truck, the 00. How about Sean Breitzman right there in tow, looking good, the all-time winner of the Northwest Racing Series on iRacing. Now in the number 4 spot. He'll now hold off the likes of Newton and Moore. That's the battle heating up as that goes on. But now Dickman and Johnson in turn number 1 and 2.
Really high up the track there. One of the cars about 15th place or such, already trying to utilize the grip way up top. If it's not too dirty, it might work to your advantage. The 18 really close to the back bumper of Johnson. And then he backs it down just a little bit. On the front straightaway, majority of the field goes single file this time. And the 00 Kevin Smith under fire here. 0.1 is the gap between him and Paul Newton. Oh, contact! Gets the 34 loose. Great save by Matthews. As the 8's going to do a nice little bump and run. Try to pass Matthews goes Mr. Nicholson.
Jeremy, do you think this early caution, if you will, might have got the mindset of everybody that we need to, well, check that. I'm not saying a word anymore. That could have been chaotic. 3 wide, almost 4 wide as they dove into the corner. That's Rogers. That's Stab now. And, yeah, he was a part of the incident earlier there. Got into the 50. All this going on as we work our way back into the corner again.
Now, to answer your question, you don't have to say it. This track is always inconsistent. It could be a very good race, or it could just be chaotic. And you never know. It's placed. So, as Charles Wooten here commenting on the 90, is that 80, 90 something? 98. He's got the correct number placement on the ARCA where the number faces the crowd versus the infield. But Seth Cooper, yeah, fantastic chrome purple on this thing. Looking brilliant out here. And he's got a pretty strong car. He just has to pick up some spots. He's already picked up 7 spots since the drop of the green flag.
And right now, Smith in that top position. Look at how Stab now. This is going on behind the back of at least the top 20, if you will, after what happened with them with an accident earlier where they got together. We're now lap number 10 completed. 10 in. Battle heated up here. Now look at Tyler King and Moore. 3rd and 4th are battling. We're going to go up to that in a moment as right now we continue to watch Dennis Moore, Tyler King. They're going at it. Breitzman watching on. He's ready to pounce on him. Dickman as well, and Johnson. All this happening as they work off 4. Already 10 in.
This is a pretty solid ARCA race here at Texas, minus that initial lap 2 incident. See some good battles all the way through the field here right now. We're on lap 12, 1 and 2. Breitzman slides up a little bit, really tight. Goes the 46, has to check up. Tyler King's going to move to the outside and try to make the pass over the 44. Dennis Moore.
Breitzman winner on, of course, Monday night here at Texas, and the trucks ended almost a 1-year losing streak, if you will, winning streak, Jeremy. I mean, he had went through a slump for almost a year, found victory lane, and it was so cool to see that for Sean Breitzman. And right now, he is currently setting his sights on the 18. Here's one of our new drivers of the series. This is Bryce Dickman of the number 18 Ford.
Love to see new names. I know this league has been stacked since the drop of the green flag in Daytona a few weeks back. And they've been running 30 plus all season long, keeping the numbers up. So I'm glad the new drivers are staying, showing what they're worth here in the northwest part of the country. And he's doing a pretty good job right now. P5 running down 4th. He's right on the back bumper. It seems like these ARCA cars, West, they are hard to pass here at Texas, especially. Oh, here's some contact. Dan West making some bumper-to-bumper, door-to-door banging with Mr. Matthews.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. And look at now, Dan West Jr. Dan West Jr. had some problems, qualified all the way in the back. He has now worked his way up to the number 15, top 15 right now in 13th, if you will. Right there with that battle with the 34 Matthews. Partridge now trying to sneak in on the inside as they work off 4.
Single file, but nose to tail all the way goes through most of this field. I'm watching the 34 Matthews here. Oh, here's a good little battle. As the 5 car got repaired, Mr. Devin West. Now he's battling on the inside of the 24, Jeff Stabnow, who brought out the first caution on lap number 2. There's the tail end here. Looks like a pass from Mr. Troy Daggett to the inside of the 07. Good pass attempt, a little loose there. Able to still make the pass happen. Troy Daggett up in position.
And Troy Daggett, that 99, down up on the high side of the racetrack, works back down to the inside, sets his sights now on the number 5. That's Devin West. Devin West, Jeff Stabnow, Team LSRTV, had some problems. His Nichols car drives into the grass, into the infield, a little off-road recreation, driving in No Limits, Texas for the 8. Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Back in the gas and no caution there, Jeremy.
No limits, that means no track limits, right? So he tried it, did not work. So scratch that out of the notebook of where to pass on this track. As you see the 6 there going wide in a turn. 1 and 2, Dylan Matthews. Trying to utilize that grip up there in the 3rd lane. Makes some wall contact, shuffling. Goes the 98. I got a little chaotic for just a moment. Like to 3 and forward. Pretty stationary once more. Now we're focused on Brightsman, Tyler King, and the 18 of Mr. Dickman.
And Smith right now, top spot. Look at Brightsman down to the inside. Battles Tyler King, the Beaver State Racing, Nicole Bryant Photography Ford. Plenty of room given. Going after Dickman now for 5th. This all going on side by side. That was a photo finish. If that was a checkered flag, I wouldn't know how to call it.
Yeah, you have to rely on the live timing there on iRacing to figure that one out. Really close stuff there. Brightsman trying to make the pass, hanging on real well. But that outside momentum is seeming to be very strong early in the going, 20 laps in. This 100 lap race, 20% down. Oh, the 21 washed. Go, Brightsman even more loose.
Maybe.
Both cars loose into turn 3. Brightsman gets the worst of that. He's going to let Brett Johnson get around him with that pace he lost off the floor.
Loose this fast and on the edge, you're out of control. And somehow he was able to hold him off.
This man, I talked about him earlier. He was a 19th. Now he's up to 16th, looking for 15th. Lure car number 5 up 10 positions goes Seth Cooper.
And this is a guy that, honestly, Jeremy, came out of nowhere, and he has fire. I mean, he really is going to be somebody to watch this year. It's going to be awesome to see what this driver does here in the ARCA series, and the trucks, and in the trucks, he's running both. Understanding problems with the leader. Kevin Smith falling.
Been a close battle for a little bit, but where did Mr. Dickman come from? Bryce just was what, 3rd, 4th place? Now he's your race leader. All of a sudden, we're almost 3 to 4 wide for the race lead. Kevin had that early launch, couldn't keep the pace, and he's finally under attack, able to get back to the race lead momentarily. This is a crazy battle for your race lead.
I love it now because I get to announce ARCA series racing. Not once, Jeremy, but now twice a week. Wednesday and Thursday night.
The ARCA cars are a fun time to watch.
I love them. They're fun. Yeah. The update they've done, I mean, these guys are definitely, you want to talk about some exciting racing. I would say probably, in my opinion, Jeremy, the Xfinity car or the O'Reilly car update and the ARCA update are probably the 2 best updates that iRacing's done recently. And they're fun racing. Great package. Good cars. Look at this, man. We're heading to 10 to go coming up in stage 1.
100% agree with you. The O'Reilly car is my favorite, hands down. The ARCA car, I did prefer the old one that was the K&N car. I raced better in that all the time, but I really appreciate how good these cars feel that we're watching. Oh, Bryce gets loose. 27, Newton gets the air off the spoiler of the 18. Able to hang on to it. He falls back 3 or 4 positions just like that. But yeah, no, I agree. O'Reilly cars, ARCA, the 2 best oval cars on the service at this time. As far as big tracks go, I should say, not short tracks. So that's a different ball game.
Oh, we got a caution. Trouble. Second yellow flag of the race. Troy Daggett's gone around lap 26. Just closing in on under 10 remaining here in stage number 1. for the Cody's Birthday Bash 100. And here's a look at a replay what happened to the 99. Had a strong start to start the year now, Jeremy, but he has problems here to put us under yellow flag for the second time tonight.
Let's see what happened here. A lot of cars up in front. 2, 3, and 4 looks clean up to this point. Still clean. Oh, the 34 Matthews, little domino effect. One car gets loose, everybody checks up, and the spin happens in the 4th car in line. But basically, no harm, no foul. Some slight nose damage to the 99, but that's it. That's I think that's an easy repair.
Jeremy, I got to ask you this question, my friend. Is anybody going to go for the undercut to come down pit road early? Do you think that's a good idea here?
Yes, I think you're going to see pit road filled. That was a decent run. They have a couple extra sets of tires behind the wall. We're already a quarter of the way through the race. I think this is a great time to get those general tires on there, fill that thing up with fuel, and get back at it.
So caution out, second time. We're going to try to stay on the air with you until we move to the end of the stage, at least. As right now, here they come now, and the answer is yes, we see it. Everybody, for the most part, Jeremy, is coming down pit road, except for Dennis Moore and Sean Pomeroy. Those drivers will stay out, everybody, and I do mean everybody, until you come to 26th position. Brian Barnes does not. He'll come up and move to the 3rd position. Moore, Pomeroy, McLeod, and Barnes, maybe. Those are your drivers that have not pitted. Everybody else, they come in. And Kevin Smith might have been a good job to come down pit road because it looks like he's been having some handling issues. The pole man of the 00 for Win Racing, Jeremy.
Yeah, he was starting to fall back a little bit. And just to touch base on Dennis Moore, your race leader now, I think this was a false sense of enjoyment out there. That car was fast. He was catching the leaders. He had a great middle run car, but he stays out while everybody else does it. So now, like, he was thinking his car was bad. Fast now, possibly. He's going to tank. He's going to just fall like a rock in a pool with these tires that are going to be so much more fresher compared to what he's got here. Can't come down pit road. Pit road should be closed for the 44 this time. Everybody else has already done that pit stop, so we'll see. We do have stage, though, coming up in, I think, what do we got? Another 7 laps or such. So, I mean, this is a short-term game, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold him off with the laps left.
So Dennis Moore, there you see him right now, up in that top spot. Win Racing, there it is. Sean Pomeroy, Ryan McLeod. Those drivers did not pit. Tyler King did, lap 27. He's now the new man out in front. Got ahead of Kevin Smith. And his Ford is 4th. Sean Breitzman out 2nd off the pit lane. He'll be 5th. Dickman, Newton, Johnson, Audenbacher, and Kevin Smith now back into the top 10. Highest climber, Jeremy, Dan West Jr. started 31st. He is up to 11th.
Huge amount of movement there from Dan West. And here we go, half lap left. We're going to see what it looks like as we get to the stage. Which, you see that nice little fancy graphic in the upper left-hand corner, your core graphic. That little gap there between the yellow and that white line. That's going to be your stage break, so not too many laps left.
Getting ready to go back for the green, by the way. We'll get ready to turn them back loose again. Hey, by the way, don't forget we're back in action. Next week, we'll give you all the details on that here in just a moment. There's your race recap after 2 cautions. 6 laps, green flag, back out. What do you think of the new graphics? What do you think of the new scoring ticker? Charles Wooten, Jeff Stabnow, hard at work, Jeremy, during the off week last week to come up with these little goodies and bells and whistles. Now, 6 to go. Back to the gas in the backstretch in stage 1.
3 wide, scattering all over the place here. And yep, SDK with their 2026 graphic updates released so many different features, and they're all available, I think, for free. And there's people making custom code. You got to keep searching and searching. Eventually, you'll have so many different things to your advantage. Like I'm learning every single week on my other broadcast through that it's just there's so many things to look for and to do. And so Charles will get there eventually. We're 3 wide. Up the middle is the 37. 55, Dan West Jr. He's going to make the pass happen there. Brett Johnson in 7. He's going to also make some passes. Here comes Jeff Stab now as well. Tyler King with a little pass in the grass there.
4 laps to go now. Brightsman back up in front. Here he is, Team 46 for Team LSRTV. The man originally from Puyallup, Washington, Sean Brightsman. He won on Monday in the trucks in Texas. And Jeremy, I think you know this. Sean, I know you do as well. Charles, I know you do as well. He knows Texas. Sean knows how to win at Texas, and right now he is trying to sweep and win stage number 1 at least right now. Coming to the line. Should go.
Fan favorite of him. And this place, oh, it looks like Kevin Smith movement there in the back. But yeah, nope, this track is just, it's a thing for Mr. Sean Brightsman. 2 to go for stage 3 wide. Jeff Stab now looking to go up the middle here.
Give him room.
In a Chevy.
And that's teammates right there, Jeremy. That's teammates. That's Team LSRTV right there. That's Audenbacher. That's that's Audenbacher. That's Johnson. That's Stab now. If it might have been a foe, maybe Jeff would have raced them differently. Final lap coming up here in stage number 1. It's Sean Brightsman, Texas winner of the trucks on Monday. The Gig Harbor, Washington driver, originally from Puyallup, Washington, had a stint living down in the land of Cactus, Tucson, Arizona for a while. Now he's back up in Gig Harbor, Washington, back up in Washington State as they go now down the back straightaway as Brightsman now got company with King. Side by side, Jeremy, as we wrap up stage 1 in Texas.
Hard charge here. Who's gonna get it? Brightsman all wheel, all throttle. At the line, Brightsman gonna get stage 1 by just a fender.
That was fun.
What a great race so far. Oh, good stuff for the Northwest ARCA series. My gosh, what a good stage 1 that was.
Tell you what, we're going to be treated to a dandy right here, no doubt about it, as we wrap up the end of stage number 1. Sean Brightsman, fastest man on the racetrack, 29.085. He wins stage number 1. Sean Brightsman in that Dairy Queen entry. Let's bring in Sean. What do you think, Jeremy? Let's try to increase some of our interviews throughout our broadcast. I know a lot of people love it when we talk to the drivers, we talk to the pole man. Let's talk to the stage 1 winner. Sean Brightsman is the broadcast booth. What a way to try to go for a sweep here in Texas. Looking good.
Looking good so far. What a battle there with Tyler, and oh man, can't believe I got it.
Yeah, man, that car looks loose, especially for you. You've held onto that thing quite a few times, especially going all or nothing off of turn 4 to get that stage win. Yeah. How do we maintain that car? Because that car looks like it's loosey goosey out there.
You know, I don't know the answer to that quite yet, Jeremy. I'm still feeling it out. So those oversteps there and getting a little extra loose there. We're just gonna have to kind of rein that in. That way we can save those tires and make sure we're there for the long haul.
Don, I know you got to get ready to come down pit road. Well, actually, it looks like you're staying out, so we can still talk to you. How different is this car compared to the truck win here at Texas on Monday, sir?
The car feels a little boggy, if that makes any sense. So coming out of 2 or really 2, it just kind of seems like it's just kind of laying over a little bit, but the trucks just kind of felt a little bit looser, but looser yet more grip. So these ones are tending to be a little greasy loose versus the others.
Ladies and gentlemen, he led 7 laps of the 35 in stage number 1 here at Cody's Birthday Bash 100. The driver, of course, now from Gig Harbor, Washington, that is Sean Brightsman. We are going to take a break as well. When we come back, we take you to the finish of the race to lap 100 here at Texas. Be back in a moment.
You don't just watch this kind of racing, you feel it. You feel it in your chest when the green flag drops, in the dirt hanging in the air. And when you can't be there in person, when the night's long and the engines fire somewhere miles away, that's where we come in. From the front stretch to your front porch, from the stands to your living room, the best racing you'll ever see lives right here. This ain't just a stream, it's the edge of your seat.
Well, I had a little rough weekend. I was gonna say we might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm gonna need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
That's gonna be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
Back here at the virtual Texas Motor Speedway, Cody's Birthday Bash, about ready to get back going again. Jeremy Stanley, I'm Wesley Outland. Thank you for taking the time to spend your Thursday night past midnight in the Eastern World, 11 Central, and of course it's still 8 o'clock on the, or 9 o'clock on the Pacific Northwest for a lot of these guys. And we get ready, by the way, for Auto Club next week. That's going to be pretty fun. Let's bring them down to the line. Green flag back in the air. This is stage 2. 60 laps to go. 10 to halfway. Jeremy, we rock them here in the Lone Star State. No holds barred, I think, the rest of the way, buddy. Back to green.
Yeah, no holds barred, except for you got to hold that wheel extra tight, man. These cars look loose. And Sean Brightsman's got to try to figure it out, even though he's the fastest car on track. He's got to save that right rear for all it's worth. 3 wide here. Kevin Smith up the middle is going to barely clear before Brian Barnes. Now we got Jeff Stab now. Was going to go up the middle. He's going to back it down there for save a potential wreck. It looks like Dan West Jr. got loose there in the trial.
I was going to go up the middle. Holds it off. Still good. Brightsman, leader, Newton, King, Dickman, Ottenbacher, top 5. If you're listening on the radio, please stand by. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Thursday night iRacing back with you and yours. Thank you for joining us at No Limits, Texas. We are rocking and rolling into stage number 2. Sean Brightsman, stage 1 winner. Right back, stays on in front, doesn't pit. Went for the undercut for a lot of these guys at lap 27. Jeremy, and he's in the lead as we watch a big battle going on right now behind Paulison in the top 15 off 2.
Good battle here, 27 versus 46. The preferred lane is the 27 of Paul Newton, but Brightsman so fast in that second groove. As we got a lot of mixing up here, the 58 Paulison. He got shuffled out a little bit, little grass movement there from the 98, Mr. Seth Cooper. to go too wide into turn number 1. Really spaced out, going 3rd, 4th. Oh no, Dennis Moore.
Wow, big trouble.
There's another car in front of him also heading to the wall. That's Jeff Stabenow down the 24. James Vining in the 333. This is a huge incident for the 44 and the 24.
But I called Jeff Stabenow just flying a flash of red on the top of the straight against the safer barrier. And this is how it started, 3 wide. Got a wonder just up under the back end of that 28 machine as they dive back down into the corner. Boy, it looked like they were really wicked loose right there. The purple car looked really sideways, and then they hook up, hit the 44, the 28, the 44. Then Brian Barnes sent Jeff Stabenow into the promised land, into the safer barrier hard. And the caution out here now for the 4th time, 3rd time for on-track accident here on lap 44. Watch this again.
I'm really surprised that Jeff's car didn't look like it was more beat and battered, but the 44, Dennis Moore, is no more. He has obliterated that outside wall. Almost kind of like a Michael McDowell moment there in turn number 1. And here's the 333 James Vining, part of this wreck. He sees the wall destroyed. And then, oh, he just got loose by hitting the brake too hard. No harm, no foul. And actually, Dennis didn't hit the wall as hard as I thought he was going to. It looked like he had every makings of just nosing that thing, but he got it with the rear end.
Hey, don't forget the NASCAR Cup Series will be in action at Texas this week. Make sure you check it out. High limit Kubota Sprint Car Series is actually in action right now as we speak at Texas Dirt Track, the dirt track in Texas Motor Speedway. So there you go.
I saw a clip from there just a couple nights ago, and what a fantastic race that was to close out that race. That track usually puts on some good racing, huh?
Ready to bring you back for the restart after a caution. Some of these drivers decided to go for the wave around as we will set up for a restart. Yellow flag out again. 3rd time for an on-track accident. 4th time with also counting the end of the stage. And we'll be ready to turn him back loose. Paul Newton, by the way, up in front. Tyler King. Bryce Dickman, 3 Fords right now, up 5, 8, and 6 positions to get in the top 5. The pole man, Kevin Smith, out of Walla Walla, Washington, has fell back with his Chevrolet 00 for the Boss to Win race into the number 4 spot. In another Ford, Gary Nichols is back, Jeremy, in the top 5 as you give the rest of the rundown of the top 10.
Surprised to see the 8 in P5 after having that little mishap there on the front straightaway not too long ago, but 6 through 10. You got Dan West in the 55. You got Troy Daggett right behind him. Another Chevrolet up 25 positions with Dan West. 25 up each for those 2 drivers. 8th place, you're going to find Todd Miles up 10 positions in his Ford Mustang. And then you got Ryan McLeod. They're up 4 positions. And to round out the 10th place, James Vining in the 333 plus 6 for the evening.
You're doing the math right now. There is a total of 6 Fords, 3 Chevrolets, and 1 Toyota. One Toyota in the top 10 for your manufacturers. There you go.
And as Mr. Charles, I'll let him know right now that there's a graphic that you can display in SDK that will tell you the running orders of all manufacturers individually.
There is. We use it on the eNASCAR Australia series. You're exactly right. Yes, sir.
There you go. Love it. Implement that for next week. That'd be cool.
Charles is like, don't put more work on me, Dan. No, that's a scoring ticker. There's that's the scoring ticker.
Yeah, yes, there is that. That is a beautiful
not
thing.
The fancy bells and whistles graphics, smarty pants. It shows you. It shows you how many. It really does. But that's old school. I mean, you were doing that back in the 2020s. Okay.
Back in my day.
Back in the COVID era. That's as long as I've been working with the birthday boy.
COVID.
It has been a privilege. It's been a privilege, pleasure, and honor as always. And of course, Jeremy Stanley now with us again for his 2nd full-time year. Of course, he did finish out the playoffs with us back in 2024. Full-time last season, ready for another full ride. And remember, gifts for everybody because we have the spring division and then the big national series begins in September, and that goes all the way until the winter and next year of 2027 also, Jeremy. Yeah, I'm loving it.
That's cool, man. It's still cool. I'm still excited. I mentioned it about a month ago, and I'm still here. Ready to see what it looks like as they go into the fall for the big boy season. But this spring division has been a lot of fun, and you can tell these guys are having fun with it on the track. This track, man, look at this thing. All spread out right from the get-go. I didn't know these ARCA... Oh, Seth Cooper almost hits the outside wall, turn 2 on the top half of your screen. I had no idea these cars, ARCA at Texas, were going to be a blast to drive, blast to watch. It makes me want to get behind the wheel one of these things and be a part of this race.
.986 seconds. Kevin Smith now starting to find speed. The pole man is up now to second. Newton better look out. Here it comes. Smith on the bottom as he looks to the lead, and he's got friends. Here comes King. Down low, Dickman. Here comes Dan West Jr. They're side by side for the front and the back behind the meat and the sandwich of Mr. King going into one.
Kevin Smith wants his lead back from the very beginning of this race. 50 laps to go as we are now halfway done with this race. No more stages to be found. This is it. The last 50 laps, 1 green flag pit stop looming if we can make it there to the end. Kevin Smith back to the race lead, 2 car length advantage over Paul Newton.
Ready to watch and see what goes down. Kevin Smith is back up in front, 29.986. Last lap he turned to 29.420. Right now, Paul Newton, there he is trying to find a little bit more speed than the other guy, and it is all the while got a 6, 7, 8 car tandem here. Battle for the lead. Anybody of these guys can go to the front. Right now it's Smith all 4.
Single file top 3. Here's the side-by-side. Bryce on the inside of Tyler King. And that's going to close that. Nope, Tyler's going to go back to the second or third group. I thought he was going to slide it behind Bryce there. But Troy Daggett now looking to the inside. Bryceman trying to follow suit. Bryceman, surprised he dropped all the way back to P8 after that fantastic stage 1. He's struggling to get back up front.
Single file. For how long though? Look at Brightsman now. Brightsman, remember, stage 1 winner here in Texas on Monday in the trucks. Right now, he is trying to now methodically work his way around Tyler King for the top 5. Look at Troy Daggett battle back as well. Had a caution earlier, Jeremy. He's found his way back into the top 10.
Yeah, not too shabby. Not a lot of big movers in this field so far. To the plus 25s. Dan West Jr. actually up 29 positions up to position number 2. You see it there on the left-hand pylon. 29 spots for Dan West, 25 for Troy Daggett. Some shuffling there in the back. Off of turn 2. This 5 car looking to climb up this pylon as well and put himself in a good position.
Smith, West Jr. There's another driver, by the way, if you want to give a hard charger award to somebody. Up 29 spots, Dan West Jr. Up 25 spots, Troy Daggett. In 2nd and 7th right now. And there goes Johnson. Brett Johnson trying to crack back into the top 10. Battles Ryan McLeod on his inside. There goes the 7 around the 37. Trying to get back up there with Devin West. Remember, Devin had an accident with a crash at the start of the race in the back straightaway, and he's quietly climbed into the top 10, about to join Dad in 2nd.
Yep, getting there slowly but surely. He will find his way to make it to the top 5, pending no issues with his car. Looking at the 333, James Vining momentarily. Now here's the 6. and just kind of looking through the field here as we're taking a little bit of a break from the 6. I guess our cameraman decided to eat a bite of his ice cream sandwich. And Dylan Matthews, blinky blanky like a Christmas tree. iRacing has this newer thing implemented where if you blink too much, they're going to park you. They're going to put you on pit road till your connection disables out. So let's see if Dylan has that called against him. Over the 55, Dan West Jr. Paul Newton still resides in 3rd. There's only 3 cars within a half a second gap over the double. Oh, Troy, where are you going? Troy Daggett 99 going back through the grass for the 2nd time this evening. He was down there. And here we go. Not going to get it live, but we're going to get it on the replay.
I'm not even going to talk. Yeah, man. Wow. I'm not even gonna talk about how good of a job he's doing anymore. Because every time I do, Jeremy, I jinx him, and I feel like I'm to blame. In the words of Morgan Wallen, I guess I'm the problem.
One would say, "Dang, Daggett." Right. One would say, "Dang, Daggett, stop talking about it." He's loose again. Off turn 2 this time. Hugs the
There ain't no grass there, fella. There ain't no grass there.
And he's looking for it. Our resident lawnmower entrepreneurship out here in the virtual world. Troy trying to find the yards to cut. That's on the front straightaway, guy. He's found it twice. 3rd time's the charm.
Send a hello to 321 Swifty and Stephen Wright, Emmett Crow. We already mentioned him earlier. All you on the chat box. Kind of quiet tonight, man. Who you watching? Who's your pick? We're already halfway home. Heading to the under 40 remaining. 27 of 65. Ready to end stage 2. This is the finish of the race.
Shout out to 321 Swifty. That's my channel. I just said that because I was joining in.
Oh, that's okay. 321 Swifty. Okay.
That's the Space Coast area code, 321.
Okay, now Swifty, is it because of Taylor Swift? What is the word behind Swifty? It's not because of Taylor Swift.
No, absolutely not. Just gonna say that I'm gonna change all of my social medias.
Thank goodness, please do.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I don't know. I just picked a random nickname and something that came across Rocket League way back in the day when I was playing, and I was like, you know what, it's kind of stuck. So, but.
Time for a change.
There's no true meaning behind it, though. Oh, Christ. Just swiftly getting loose off of turn 2. A little bit of wordplay.
And just call it swiftly. Yeah.
You know, 321 area code for the Space Coast was purchased by NASA.
Really?
321 liftoff, right? It only makes sense.
So literally, that's the place where where they shoot the rockets off. The area code is 321. Literally.
321. Literally.
321. Oh.
I forget when it was purchased. It was like in the 50s or 60s, but that's how that number came out to be. Yeah, I might change my nickname up. I don't want to be associated with that, so. It's been about 5 years. I guess it is time for change. This race is kind of blown by, too, by the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you notice in the ARCA series, too, the laps are not very long either. Like, it's not drawn out, dragged out, races like we've seen in the past with the Truckster Cup or whatnot. I mean, and listen, and to attribute to that, ARCA don't normally do that anyway.
No, these are short races, right? That's their thing. So we don't get the 5-minute breaks on pit road, but it's okay. And I just came from a 200-lap event, so cutting that thing in half, it seems like a much shorter race. And they've been very strong on the 35 laps first stage and the 65 lap second stage. And that's just been the spring season here. every single time you get out. Yeah.
Everybody's happy. Oh,
Happy. Oh, hold on. Not so happy as the 37. McLeod really lose turn 3. He's going to lose 10 plus car lengths of pace down the front straightaway. I was going to say on the top of the hour on the East Coast side, it's now May, not April anymore, May 1st. And of course, where Charles lives, that'll be May 1st in about 40 minutes. In 40 minutes, Charles, sorry, it's gonna be May. I had to get that out.
it's gonna be May. May uno. And on Tuesday, literally with us, with the Northwest Truck Series, bring in Cinco de Mayo, amigos and senoritas. It's for Cinco de Mayo. Will be on Tuesday. We're racing Monday night into Tuesday morning. So not in the Northwest, but in the East Coast, it is Cinco de Mayo, my friend.
He went with the Spanish holiday and not May the 4th be with you.
You didn't let me get that far.
You're welcome. You can get back at me on Revenge of the 5th.
Yes. May the 4th be with you. Oh. I watched Star Wars, but I was never a big Star Wars guy, Jeremy. I'm sure you are, being a NASA spaceman, you know.
One would think, and I appreciate Star Wars, I've just never been a huge movie guy like you are. I enjoy some movies, yes, but I don't consistently watch them. So I have watched probably 2 or 3 Star Wars movies. I've watched The Mandalorian Season 1. Like, I've watched some time, yes, but nothing crazy about them like the fan base that we have. It's cool, though. It's cool overall.
Ran over the Taco Bell dog. You know that song? Does that name song ring a bell? You know?
It does. I'm drawing a blank on how it starts. But if you rail off a line or two, I might follow. Speaking of a line or two, the 46th, Sean Breisman goes from 1st to 8th, back to 1st, saving that tire. He talked about it in the interview. He's got to figure out how to save it, and I think he's done just that. Backed it down a couple seconds. Draws back to the field as they lose the grip on their General Tires. And he looks way more stable out there.
Wrightsman back out in front. He is trying to do what we saw Travis Barnes do.
Lucky.
You remember Travis Barnes won the race at Gateway for ARCA. Then he turned around and he swept on dirt at Knoxville. We took off last week. That's how you come. You see all the new bells and whistles that the birthday boy likes playing with. Let me change that didn't sound right. I'm sorry. Let me retract that. He created the bells and whistles.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing.
Okay, well, there you go. I thought it sounded inappropriately, but maybe it doesn't, Jeremy, in your eyes. That's good.
Put the dog collar on him. All the bells.
Bells and whistles. So, battle for the lead. Up high. Newton on the bottom. Smith under attack. Brightsman down, trying to hold off 3 cars at one time. You can't lock them all in.
Kevin almost slapped the outside wall. Thankfully, he didn't. Keeps it still side-by-side racing here for the race lead, I should say. As Brightsman slips back to 3rd. This race, when it gets to the end, I think they have to hit one time. If they go green all the way, 3 wide, race lead, 0-0 up to the very tip top of the track, and he's going to carry all the speed. Clears Brightsman. Paul slips back to 3rd. Battles. Here Here's the 7 of Brett Johnson, 9th place right now for his Ford Mustang. Right behind the 89 of John Onbacher. A lot of single file going on for around the 10th place. And they're all like pacing one another, Wes. They're all like, what, 5, 4, 3 car lengths spaced out from one another. Just a very casual Thursday evening here on the West Coast side. Caution, third time, speaking of not being casual anymore. We got a wreck. Off track goes Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith, our race leader, who almost slapped the wall a couple laps prior, has got himself into some trouble. Off of turn 4, thankfully no damage.
To be fine. If anything, maybe flat spotted the tires, do a little lawnmower work in the grass turf right there. But other than that, he should be okay. So a quick caution in the Airstream 00.
That's Troy Daggett's job, man.
Wow, Tyler King, Jeremy, just missed clobbering the 00. I mean, watch this again.
Hit that rewind
Tyler
button.
King in the number 3 spot. What? Look at that. If we can go on board with the 21, can we go on the board with the 21, Mr. Producer Birthday Boy?
Yeah. There's a rewind button on his board. He just has to find it. I know it's still a new shiny toy with all the bells and whistles again.
Bells and whistles.
Oh, that's the forward fast button.
Yeah.
We
But
got
that's not the
other
right button.
He clicked the wrong arrow.
He's not letting me.
It's just a left arrow.
Yeah, it's very simple. You got to learn these new graphics, Charles. There you go.
Left arrow.
So left arrow, rewind,
There
go
we
on
go.
board with the 21 of Tyler King. He is now in 5th place right now. There you go. Okay, that's
LSRTV rewind.
now we go on board. On board. Here it is. Watch this. Do you think Tyler King cringed there in his monitor with the left front? I think he hit me. No, I'm okay. I'm good.
He's probably thinking, oh crap, that was one of the fastest guys in the race. I got a better opportunity to win the thing.
So you're
That'd be my
telling me
mindset.
There's a chance.
That's right.
Who remembers that quote? Remember that quote?
Who doesn't know that quote? Jim Carrey.
We landed on the moon.
Man,
You remember that?
that's such a good movie.
Really is. It really is.
It reminds me of me, though. Back in my high school, if you tell me there's a chance, all I have to do is talk to you. And I have a chance. When it's greater than or less than 2%, but it's okay. It's fun times, though.
Fun times. Hey, by the way, if you're joining us on CRN, don't forget we got Dirt Car on CRN tomorrow night. We got coverage of Wake County Speedway and the Jeff Hustle Memorial. Though I will not be there, we will still broadcast the race with Ryan Pittman at controls tomorrow night. Mr. Dennis McDonald will be back up at the broadcast booth. Charlie Hanson on the pit lane. I will be with the World Racing Group of the Dirt Car Modified Mafia Tour. We will be at Dixieland Speedway tomorrow night. Coverage on CRN begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Still up in the air, though, Jeremy, about Saturday. Damn weather. DoorDash the birthday boys some food, everybody. Cody's birthday bash. Charles, you're not going nowhere this weekend? Wow, they already rained them out. I'm telling you, Jeremy, these crazy gas prices, how much is it in Florida now? It went up to $4.39 a gallon in North Carolina today.
Yeah, we're floating 410 to 430. And I drive
crazy.
My Ford Focus ST. I run 93 octane in it. It was $5.06 a gallon today. $3.15. That's a thing of the past, Mr. Charles. It's in the 4s, or if you have a massive discount with one of the apps that the station provides, it's $4 plus. It's completely absurd, but hey, at least, yeah, it's just crazy pricey, man. You can't even afford to drive these days. Speaking of driving, They're doing it. They're back to green flag. Oh, we got Gary Nichols going cross country. So Paul Newton got loose. SEMA 5 real quick.
Back underway. Working now into the corner, down into turn number 1, inside Brightsman. Look at all this going on now as we close in on lap number 83 of the race, right? Closing in on under 20 to go, 17 at the line. And here's Brightsman, somehow, Jeremy, right back up in the front again. He's there. He's in the lead. We're watching all this going on now. I wonder if there was a strategy to fall back, and now he knows it's go time here.
Yeah, it's go time. You have to know it's go time. There's no long run here. We are 17 laps to go. It is just, you maybe save a little tire for the first couple laps, but then that's it. You can't afford to drop a second plus back and try to reel them all back in. So Bright's been doing a great job so far. He wants to see the 55 and 27 run side by side like this for the remainder of the run. So that's only going to help him. Bryce trying to put himself into a top 3.
Brightsman, Dan West Jr., Newton inside. They've got now Dickman up against the outside wall. So is Dan West Jr. Look at Dickman, power back on the inside and go 2 for 1 on DWJ and Tyler King off 4. And now Son Devin is after Daddy West as they work off 4.
5 versus the 55 right here. 15 laps to go. Preferred lane goes to Devin. But he's got Tyler taking the air off the nose of his Chevrolet. On turn 2, here comes John Ottenbacher. Great launch off of turn 2 exit. Gets to the side of the 55. 2 by 2 for these guys. And just like that, John's got to check up early. And West Jr. takes that spot, but he gets loose. Does John try to do something with him? No, he's going to keep his nose planted to the back bumper.
I love it. No, I noticed it. You know, at least you didn't put Cletus. Squirrel McNutt. Proud of you. West Jr. now going at it down to the inside. Look at this now. Brightsman of the lead. Under 20 to go. Now 15 remaining. 14. Don't forget, we're going to Auto Club. Jeremy, that's just a fun, racy track. Hey, I got Echo again. You did it on purpose.
I missed the reference.
Monday night, we had a bad Echo. I raised hell about it. He knows the button to hit to make me mad.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. He's worked with you for how long now? He said, oh no,
trouble!
There it goes.
Dan West Jr. in the grass!
Staying green
no
flag.
Caution! No caution, Jeremy! He spins and he goes down pit road! Now, was that a penalty? Is that an EOL for the 55? I gotta think they might clear that, Jeremy. What do you think, buddy? Unsafe pit entry?
You know, it depends on the rule book. Some leagues ban the idea of having admins clear black flags. Some, are open to it and go, you know what? There's some logic that needs to be applied here. I think that's one of the cases where you just have to just clear it because he didn't intentionally go down there, right? So why penalize him for it?
I don't think it was intentional. Nobody wants to intentionally do anything. With that said, 10 laps to go here at No Limits, Texas. Take your pick, Jeremy. There's action all over the place, boss man. What do you think?
It's going to be Brightsman, I feel like, even though Newton's got a great chance at it. They're flip-flopping positions. But outside of those two, it's just, I don't know who's going to finish where. And look at the battle. Look at these cars. They're hungry. They're right behind these two. They're going side by side, nose to tail, taking the air off each other's spoilers. Look at Tyler. He might want to steal this thing. Almost went 3 wide.
I'm running out. Brightsman, Newton now side by side for the lead. King saying, hey, don't count me out. I want to get up there and make something happen. He can do it too. Any of these cars, Jeremy, up in the proverbial. Oh my goodness, Sean Automacher around.
Wrong,
That does it.
Bad parking space. Someone clipped him.
Everybody
I'm
missed
not
him.
sure who that was. No, there's one person that tagged him. I don't know who that was. That's what happens here. Off the turn 2, loosey goosey goes the 89. Well, this is 4. Let's see if he spins out in 1 or 2. Gets into the corner. No harm, no foul. Still running good. Good solid line. Oh, is Nichols shifting him down the track a little bit. He tries to avoid, smashes it. And then who's the drive-by? Oh, the 50 car.
Little Nick, was that
Jason
Glee
Leak.
again? The 50, yeah, Glee again. Yeah, he's like, dude, I couldn't even get away from him. Come on, man. Watch the Munster energy. Unleash the beast. Yes, Emmett Crow. The echo was back for about 2 seconds. Jason Leak, watch this. And the Catman changed Viney. Daggett spinning, by the way. Did we? Wow, here he comes. Watch this, guys. Yep. Nelly. Into the wall.
Right
there
on
it is.
out.
So that was a 3-car accident, Jeremy. You've got Troy Daggett, you got Leak, Jason Leak, and now you've got Leak, Jason Leak. Yes, Jason Leak. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at the guys on the front coming down pit road. What strategy? Is this worth it, Jeremy? Come down pit road? What do we got? We got, what, 5 to go?
It's hard to tell, man. I don't know. In
And
this
you can't-
case, the tires are worn out, yes. I don't know what the right call is. I honestly don't. We'll find out, of course, but let's see, we got less than 5 laps to go. I guess since you already have your fast guys up front, why not? If you're finishing 4th, 5th, 6th, you're not too worried about points. I guess you could just, throw the Hail Mary and try to do something, right? You're going to pick up a spot or 2 as long as you get those tires warmed up before the checker flags fly. Give yourself, I guess, a decent chance at it.
We are getting ready for a shootout, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be Sean Brightsman. 79 laps last time he pitted. He's in the lead. Now remember, Sean Brightsman trying to do what Travis Barnes done earlier when he won Knoxville, swept Knoxville in week number 4. Remember, we took off last week. So Sean Brightsman won the truck race on Monday. Jeremy had not been to victory lane since June 13th of last year. The slump ended, and the slump is about to end in ARCA for this man if he can go back-to-back here to end the week also.
Yep. Some drivers are in need of removing their slumps, and this is one of them. This 46 has just been on fire all week. Winning the truck race, you said, that I did not catch. Winning stage here tonight. And it's him and Paul. And these short runs have got it. Well, let's see, though. Those fresh tires that are middle pack. Can they somehow drive through it? I don't know. It might be not enough time, but it's going to make a hell of a show.
It's going to be awesome.
Starts with Kevin Smith, the first one on a set of tires. Tyler King, Kevin Smith, that's 7th and 8th place. It's only 4 rows. They probably just jump right to the top of the track and try to pass all the cars as they try to get the speed picked up through 1 and 2. Pace, car down, green flag back in the air. Watch the tire spin. I don't see any from the leaders. Here we go.
Wow. Back on their way. Oh, baby, strap in. Next week, Auto Club will be wild as well. And I was trying to say that before we had a late race caution. Under 5 to go, 4 remaining. Cars getting antsy in the back as they start to scatter. Sean Pomeroy, Brett Johnson, Tyler King losing ground. Here comes DWJ. Son Devin West on the high side, going around Dickman. 3 to go at the line, Jeremy.
1 spot gained by Tyler King and Kevin Smith each. Tires are starting to warm up now. Watch this 21, 00. Watch him fly through 3 wide goes Kevin on the bottom. Trying to go for the 2-for-1 special.
Look out, trouble back straightaway. We got a crash. Matthews, Ottenbacher, Rocky. Barnes is around. Travis Barnes, the Knoxville sweeper, causes the caution to come out. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in. We're going. No holds barred, no limits, Texas overtime.
Going overtime. It's going to be 3 cars involved, I think, minimum here. I saw Ottenbacher. He was all mixed up in the back. There was a black and green car. There he is, the 010 Barnes. 3 cars damaged, maybe 4 total. And it looks like a broken right front for the 89.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we will get ready to go back for overtime attempts. Wow. Here we go.
Little rewind here. That was contact.
Watch the replay. Yeah, watch the replay here. That's Barnes.
Oh.
Ottenbacher into Barnes. There's Barnes turning.
Well, Travis pushed the 37 up. He slapped the nose, the 010 slapped the nose of the 37, then returned, pushed up wide into the 89. So it's again just a little bit of a domino effect that went from the bottom to the top.
There will be now 2 attempts at a green-white checker. Let me explain this to you. If you're new to the Northwest Racing Series, it's kind of like NASCAR. They will come to the line, attempt number 1. Leader has to take the white flag. If they do, wreckers or checkers to the checkered flag. If we come back to green and the leader does not take the white flag, caution comes out where we rack them, restack them, and go again. If we do 2 attempts at a green-white checker, Jeremy Stanley, and we are not able to finish the race and we have 2 cautions in a row, just like NASCAR, the field is frozen at the time of caution. The field is frozen at the time of the caution flag, and the order of the finish will be determined from the scoring loop of where the yellow flag was thrown. That's how it happens, man.
That's how overtime works. Yellow flag or white flag. That's it. We got 1 lap left before we go back to green flag. Those 2 fastest guys on the fresher set of tires, they are currently sitting in 4th and 5th place. So they went up 3 spots each since the restart. Kevin was on his way to getting probably top 3 before the 2 to go marker. So the tire heat's there. They just got to drive it for 2 more laps. If we pick up 1 more caution, they might have a decent chance of winning this thing. Right now, I think they're still just a touch bit too far out, but watch them. They're going to drive 3 wide real quick.
So we'll get ready to go back for a restart. As we forementioned, 2 attempts. Don't forget, next week we go to Auto Club Monday night, Thursday night. Kick off your week in your wink with us with the, of course, Northwest Racing Series. Jeremy Stanley, Wesley Outland, Charles Wooten. By the way, Charles celebrated a birthday the other day. Big kudos to him. It was a great one. Enjoying his birthday bash. And guess what, Jeremy? It's officially May the 1st. 1st of May. Uno of Mayo. Uno of Mayo. I don't mean mayonnaise either. Uno of Mayo. Uno de Mayo. Uno de Mayo.
Yeah.
Uno de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Uno de Mayo. Don't judge me.
I was gonna say it's not of, it's de.
Let's get
you figured it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, overtime in Texas. We're back underway.
Here we go. Let's see what happens here. This should be fun here, watching the 00 and the 21 fly through the field possibly. They go to the outside, going to pass Bryce. At least going to try to. Bryce doing a great job on the inside lane. Tough to hold off the fresh General Tires. There goes the Kevin Smith, does clear Bryce into 3. Oh man, this is going to be close. White flag, here we go.
Waiting for the new graphic. It was normally the CRN one to go. That's another job that the birthday boys got to do during the off week. As we come to the final lap, Sean Brightsman pulling away. It will be official. Backstretch, Kevin Smith, the pole man. Can he get a run on Sean Brightsman? The all-time winner of the Northwest on the National Series sweeps the Spring Division at Texas. He does it in trucks. He does it in ARCA in overtime. And while that goes on, Tyler King is in the grass of the cool-down lap.
Great stuff by Brightsman. Knows how to get it done at Texas on the old tire. One more lap and Kevin Smith would have been there. Everything played out right for this guy here. Gonna burn it down and then get destroyed with a high five salute. Let's see what kind of burnout that he can do on the virtual side. I've been trying to think of something creative. Seeing the old Carson host of our victory. How do you do something spectacular like that on the virtual side? I don't know, but here we go, Bryceman. Burning it down.
We know what's about to happen here in the Northwest, ladies and gentlemen. Strap in. It's time for our celebration. We call this the Northwest High Five Salute. Let the carnage begin in Texas.
Oh, James Vining. What a hit.
Send him on his roof, send him flying. Look at the toe end and the breakage of the linkage on the left front. Look at how that is. That's the new damage model, Jeremy, where you literally see like the wheels twisted and bent in the frame, but it stays connected to the undercarriage of the car. Look at Bryce. Brian Barnes just rocked the rear end of the 46 from his rear end of the 4. I love it. Blizzards for everyone. You got to pay for him. You got to pay for him.
No, Bryson's paying for it.
Oh, Sean Bryson's paying for him?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'll take a Mocha Choca Accolada with, chocolate and vanilla and swirls and peanuts and caramel and yeah. I'm not a big ice cream guy, man. I've never been. See, I gotta have like a craving to have ice cream. I really do, man. I'm just not a. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I literally will sit down and eat a bag of potato chips before I eat a gallon of ice cream.
Well, I'd die if I had a gallon of ice cream, but sweet versus salty, man. It's all what the taste buds want.
I guess. And I'm telling you, man, this new deal that I'm doing with the Rosella black seed oil, it's working, dude, because it's taken away my appetite a lot. I think like maybe once a day now, and I can tell you I've lost about 7 or 8 pounds in 2 weeks. Like I can tell you. I'm loving it. I'm gonna be Arnold Schwarzenegger on the beach, but I never go to the beach because I'm always busy during the summer. But anyhow, I can dream, right? Look at this, Jeremy. How cool is this? Oh, catching up to the times. Fancy. Texas Motor Speedway, 1.5 miles, 103 laps at overtime, just shy of 150 miles. 10 cautions for 10 lead changes with 5 different leaders. 7 cautions for 21 laps. Hard charger, Brian Barnes up 21 spots. Kevin Smith led the most laps at 49. Kevin Smith fastest lap. Kevin Smith the pole man. And we are going to grab a word with the law offices of Northwest, Brightsman, Smith, and Newton in just a moment. Sean Brightsman is the winner. Kevin Smith will finish in second. Paul Newton third. Tyler King fourth. Bryce Dickman top five. Dylan Matthews, Ray Partridge, Brett Johnson, Brian Barnes, Sean Pomeroy all on the lead lap and in the top 10. You can also see where they started their race as well.
We got 11th on back is Stephen Paulson, P11, Devin West in 12th, Travis Barnes in 13th. James Vining does finish in 14th, Ryan McLeod in 15th. Then you got 16 through 20, which is Kyle Matthews, Seth Cooper, John Ottenbacher, Dana Rogers, and Gary Nichols. And then 21st on back is Todd Miles, Troy Daggett, Dan West Jr., Jason Leake, Ray Fournier, Jeff Stabnow, Dennis Moore, William Fletcher in 28th, Ryan Bloom 29th, Frank Harris P30, and then Chris Kynes and Devin Matthews rounds out the 32-car lineup here this evening.
Well, there you go. We're going to take a break, everybody. When we come back, we are going to grab the podium, set the stage for Auto Club, and wrap things up in virtual No Limits Texas. Sean Brightsman, get that man on a broomstick. Shades of what Travis Barnes did on the dirt at Knoxville, he does on the virtual pavement at Texas. Sean Brightsman, we talk to the all-time winner of the Northwest and how he did it next. Back here at No Limits, Texas, as we are wrapping things up here tonight on LSRTV, CRN coverage of round number 5 for the Northwest Racing Division Spring Series for ARCA. Jeremy Stanley, Wesley Outland, the birthday boy Charles Wooten for Cody's Birthday Bash 100. Went a little overtime, and when it's said and done, the all-time winner of the Northwest gets it done from Gig Harbor, Michigan. Washington. Congratulations, Sean Brightsman. Man, the strategy to get back in there, not pitting when others did, staying up there, waiting for a late race caution, everything falls your way. You had to fight for this one. It wasn't the domination we saw in the trucks, but at the end of the day, it is a win, sir.
Yeah, overall, just super proud of the drive. We had a great moment there. I think after the stage, some people went in, we stayed out, and then pit the next time, and we were actually good on fuel. I was going to make it. So I would actually have rather seen that go green all the way, but this exciting finish, getting to race with Paul and Kevin and everybody and tight, close racing, just makes this series so worth being here every Monday, every Thursday, every Tuesday, and then all the burning the midnight wick of driver reviews and protests.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Awesome job, P1 here this evening, sweeping both stage and victory, and of course on Monday as well. But go a little more in depth with the racing up front. There was a lot of too wide stuff. There's a guy cycling back. I saw on the stage 2 start, you dropped back to 8th place. 3 seconds back almost, and then you shot your way back to the front. It just looked so damn racy out there.
Yes, it was super racy. I mean, the draft in these, with even some of the side draft, it really let people kind of move around and kind of dictate what the car in front of them does. So I know at times I could get Tyler or Paul or Kevin loose by getting up close enough. It'll push them up a little bit, and I can wrap the bottom. Just actually a really great setup to race, fair, and given enough room to both sides to make sure everybody has a little bit of wiggle room to catch those loose moments. So just a all around great race. Even if I didn't win, I would have ended that with a smile on my face.
John, I got to ask you, man, what's your take of the competition on trucks and also on the ARCA? New names, new faces, new places, but some of the old ones, that word in no disrespect, the veterans we've had in the past. What a show these guys are putting on. I think it's going to lead up to, of course, this new fun national series when it launches in the fall.
Yeah, I mean, competition is definitely picked up. We've got an influx of new people that are fast drivers. I think they just got to work on reining in some of the options they're choosing mid-race or even at the start of the race. There's just things that need to be cleaned up to make them probably finish at the end and probably towards the front, beating me and whoever else. But and everybody's getting better. So I mean, we've got a great group of Northwest Race Series drivers. Like I said, we got some people new, some people old that have stepped up big time. Paul's as former, last year's truck champion here. So we just, everybody's growing, improving, and the respect's getting there. All the elders have the respect, but the new guys need to work on a little bit of race etiquette, just a little bit, nothing too crazy. But those fast guys, the new ones are coming in, and they're gonna show up.
Certainly has been a fun one, no doubt. Thank your sponsors, my friend, and we'll see you next week at Auto Club. Should be a fun one there.
It'll be a great race. I got to thank everybody at Team LSRTV. Got to thank Cody for having a birthday, and what a great way to celebrate it with me winning both races. So we froze out Texas, and blizzards for everybody.
Blizzards for everybody, but remember to have your debit card handy as well, because Sean ain't paying taxes. It's a tough time in our country. Sean Breisman, thank you, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's grab now the man that will finish in the number 2 position. That is Kevin Smith. He was the fast qualifier. Fastest man of the race, 28.986 seconds. Led the most laps. Just fell short there at the end. Kevin, nothing wrong with silver. A solid run. What a performance here in Texas. Can you carry this momentum into Auto Club next week?
Hell, I don't know. Sean said if he didn't win, he'd have a smile on his face, and I didn't win, man, and I'm grinning ear to ear. I tell you, that's the most fun I've had in a long while in one of these cars. Probably the most fun I've had with my clothes on in a while, too. So, anyways, got to take care of a little bit of business here real quick, Dan. Dan West, apologies. I didn't mean to do that to him, obviously. Sean was talking about being able to wrap the bottom out of 4 and get underneath someone, and I was kind of trying to do that, and he had it covered pretty good, so I was trying to go to the outside, just wrapped him around there. So, Dan, I apologize. But anyways, what a fun race. Glad to see Sean win, but I think I needed another lap.
Yeah, such a strong car there, dude. P2 is a fantastic job. What was the call going on a pit road to get that fresh set of tires to try to go for the race win? Did you think that was the best call in hindsight? And what was your mindset when the caution came out?
Yeah, so earlier in the race, we had 5 or 6 laps on the tires, and I came down and took 2, and that worked out pretty good. I mean, some of the best racing all night there with Paul and Sean. I was just on fresh right sides. So that was a call there at the end. I wanted to make sure I got out of the pits first and was the first one with any sort of new rubber, and it worked out. Just ran out of time a little bit. It gave me that caution there, gave me a shot, because outside of that, I was getting racy back there, and those two got away. It would have probably finished 1, 2, and 3rd if it had gotten late race caution there at the very end. But anyways, had a ton of fun racing with Paul and Sean and Tyler and my teammates when they were in the race. I mean, just a lot of side-by-side action. I mean, taking it 3 wide there a couple times on the back stretch, and just being able, like Sean said, to be able to pull some moves and do some crazy things with the car. This car's a ton of fun. I'm glad we went with this car as a second option this spring season.
Kevin, if you had to go back and do it again, man, and segue this into thanking your sponsors, what would you have done to try to win this overtime and get around Brightsman?
I wanted to spun myself out. That would have been the thing I would have done different. Sean and I had a lapper kind of in front of us, and he was on the outside getting a run, and I thought maybe I could pinch him to the lapper, so I was just in the gas, and that whole kind of tight off the corner, then free when you're on the grass, and it just got away from me there. So I would have done that differently. Maybe, let Sean around me there and just kind of tucked in for the last kind of 20, 25 laps of the race and see how it played out. But a lot of fun getting tires and running up through there. And I don't know, man, it was so much fun. It's hard to say you'd do anything different.
Sponsors, we'll see you next week at Auto Club.
Yeah, main sponsor there, Airstream. Running an Airstream store in Northern California, just having a blast doing that. And obviously my teammates have a ton of fun running around. Dennis and Ryan, they're just such fun teammates, and help get me up to speed. I'm so out of race shape right now. It's just good to get out here and run some laps. Obviously the series, what Sean and Jeff do with this series, I always say it's just fantastic. Just drop in and have a lot of fun, and have races like we did tonight is just great. And then you guys with the broadcast, man, I love going back and watching these things, and you guys are a ton of fun and to listen to in the booth, and just to see stuff, you go back and just see stuff that you don't see during the race and stuff that you miss. So anyways, thank you everybody. Happy birthday. Congratulations, Sean. Congratulations, Paul. Sorry, Dan.
There you go. There's thoughts of Mr. Kevin Smith right there. Finishes in the number 2 position from the pole. Let's grab down Paul Newton and the PN Designs number 27 entry will finish 3rd. What a podium, Paul. What a race. You happy with it? And obviously, what a strong stance to end Texas and set the momentum going to Auto Club, a place that I think you've had success at in the past.
Yeah, that was a great race. I kind of feel like I let that one get away a few times. When me and Sean were racing, we were just tooth and nail at it the whole way. And so many times I was a couple inches from having him clear, and he'd always just put the air on my spoiler, side draft me, pull me back on the straightaway. So he did a great job to not let me get away. So, man, I think if I could have cleared him at any point there, things would have been a lot different coming to the finish. But, yeah, that was a ton of fun.
It was a blast to watch, too. I was, part of the race, I was like, man, I wish I was out there driving because it just looked like it was so much fun. And how difficult was it to make the moves? Everyone stacked on top of each other at some points, 20 laps into the run. It was 2x2, almost 3 wide for the race lead. It almost looked like a draft pack out there. So how difficult was it to, maneuver yourself into P1?
Well, I felt like I was doing pretty good on tires compared to the competition, but so many times, just somebody else's car is where I wanted my car to be, and I couldn't get the run, and I'd get stalled out, and then I'd get behind another car, and so it's a little frustrating trying to get to the front, but I think there's just kind of some bad luck having a car in my way whenever I had a run, so I think it was doable. Obviously, you saw a lot of passes for the lead today, so it was definitely doable. Yeah, that's about how my day went.
Hey, what, Paul? Going to Auto Club next week. I got to ask you, bud, what's your take of the season? I know a lot of times we primarily called you the road course king, right? But I think we got to snatch that title away from you, man. Right now, you have really, really stepped up and have showed that you can be competitive on even the oval tracks. What's your thoughts of gaining the experience you've had through the years?
I just have to credit my teammates. Beaver State Racing has taught me everything I know on these oval tracks. So I want to thank Tyler. Stefan hasn't been with us in a while, but he helped me out a lot too. We had Bryce on the radio with us tonight too. So I can't thank those guys enough. They race hard, they race clean, they know all the ins and outs, and they taught me everything I need to know. So I'm looking forward to a great season in this ARCA run. I'm probably not going to do the trucks for the full season, but I'm going to run this ARCA for the championship. And the car, the changes that iRacing made to the car on the last update, this car came to life. It used to just understeer everywhere, and the only way to drive was off throttle. But now it's a ton of fun. It reminds me of kind of like the Xfinity car or something like that. So heck of a lot of fun to drive, and I can't wait for the rest of the season.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thoughts of Paul Newton. He'll finish in the Paul Newton Designs 27 in the number 3 position. Thank you, guys. Well, Jeremy, that's going to wrap it up here tonight at the virtual Texas Motor Speedway. As we said, man, we are literally moving into a quarter of this, 1/3 of the way completed, right? 5 races down, 10 races to go in the spring division, and now we pack her up and get ready to go to Virtual Auto Club Speedway. Listen, this is a track that I've always liked. I think it got better through the years. I wish NASCAR would have never got rid of it. I think one of the best races ever was the last one that Kyle Busch won when he was driving for Richard Childress. But with that being said, we still have this track on iRacing, and I think great pages in the annals of racing history in the Northwest is going to be another spring race next Monday and Thursday night, trucks and ARCA at Auto Club. Your take on tonight, and get ready for next week, buddy. Always a pleasure.
Dude, this race was fantastic to watch. Just so much fun. All the thrills, all the intense battles for the race lead, and just anywhere throughout the field. And so I appreciate you guys letting me be a part of that one. And Auto Club, man, I love that track too. This could present another fantastic week of racing here in the Northwest.
Strap in. It should be an exciting one, an explosive one, and we can't wait for you to join us, whether you're listening on the Community Radio Network or watching at, of course, LSRTV, Live Sim Racing, wearecrn.com, the websites. We got you covered. Northwest Racing Series on Discord, on Facebook, social media. Like, follow, share. Join us and join the season as it's starting. If you're a member and you live in the Pacific Northwest, reach out. We'd love to have you. We've already got a great number of drivers in the spring division, and we would love to have you for the National Series when it fires up in September. For everybody at, of course, the Northwest Racing Series organization, for, of course, Mr. Sean Breitzman, Jeff Stabnow, John Audenbacher, everybody with LSRTV and the broadcast side of things with Jeff Stabnow, the birthday boy, Mr. Charles Wooten. Cody's birthday bash goes to the sweeper for Team LSRTV, Sean Breitzman. For Jeremy Stanley, I'm Wesley Outland. Good evening. We'll see you next week on Monday with the trucks and ARCA next Thursday at Auto Club. Thanks for watching.